Welcome back to the channel, guys. You might have seen I've been clearing some golf clubs on eBay because in a couple of weeks' time I'm going self-employed, so I'm trying to gut the house.
Good luck.
Get rid of everything and keep it away from tax man. So we've got some 99p auction stuff. We're going to be listing on eBay tonight at 6 PM. Loads of clubs at 99p, and you're going to get the first chance to see what we're going to be listing. I'll stick the link in the description or at the end of the video, and we're just going to go through and show what we've got. These are all the clubs that I've sort of gathered over these last sort of 2 years of doing YouTube. If you go on there now as well, if you missed the video Sunday, I've got some buy it nows. There might still be some of that stuff left, all at very reasonable prices.
Straight to some type of wedge. Callaway X 56 degree with 14 degrees of bounce.
Yep, so 56 degrees, 14 degrees bounce is going to be an ideal sound wedge if you've lost your sound wedge or you possibly want more of a specialist sound wedge. It's going to spin up a little bit more than your set wedge if you already have a sound wedge matching your irons, because it's a specialist wedge with, you know, better grooves. You know, you could end up winning this for $9.99, and it might be a good chance just to try, you know, more of a sort of bladed specialist wedge.
Potential bargain.
And it looks like it's older because it's rusted, but I can assure you it's not had a lot of use, and it's designed to look like that, isn't it? It's the oil can finish. The guy who had it is a very infrequent golfer, so there's still plenty of life left in that one. 99p starting auction. You could even win it for 99p. Ooh.
Moving on. Mura.
This is a Mura. I bought this from Golf Plus for cash. I'm not going to tell you what I paid because I got an absolute bargain.
Did you pay what's on the tag here?
What's it saying? $59.99. I didn't. I'm not going to lie, I didn't. It's a forged, it's a 2-iron loft. Whoever had it, I think what they've done, they've ground this off at the bottom because it was probably a 3-iron.
Right.
And they've cranked it to a 2-iron. It's an MC102 forged, small cavity backed sort of iron. And I've played with this on channel a few times and absolutely munched it.
Did you play against James with that?
Yeah.
So you hit some good shots with that.
I did, but there's only so much stuff you can keep, isn't there?
Well, look at your kitchen, yeah.
I know. So it's got KBS shaft in it. I think it's just a stiff shaft, standard stock stiff. And again, it's going to go up at 99p. Could be a right bargain for you. I might be bidding on that myself if it's not up to much.
That was probably you to a T. Callaway 3-wood,
steel lead 3-wood, firm flex. This was one that I bought because I'm going to do a video. I mean, Stenson had something very similar to this in bag for a long time, didn't he? And I know a lot of people that still use these now because they're a little bit deeper facing, like more modern day fairway woods. So they're great for teeing off with, and they make they're incredible sound, aren't they, when you hit them?
That grip's lovely, no? Is that brand new?
Well, it's in good nick. It's a mid-size CP2 wrap. So 3-wood firm shaft. You know, if you want to go on there, have a close look at these, by all means, they'll be up there at 6 PM tonight. 99p.
Let's address this one.
If you want to make a statement, this is the driver to buy.
If you like to be heard.
If you like to be heard, it might be a second driver to piss your mates off, let's be honest. This is the loudest driver you're ever going to hear, in my opinion. I don't think there's a louder driver on the market than that.
We did a video on this, didn't we, at Chesterfield in UIT?
Yeah, it's insane. It's a Nike SQ 10.5 degree. It's the legal version, so you can still use it. And it's got a Pro Launch stiff shaft in it. It's an upcharged shaft. But that sounds like a tin of beans, doesn't it, when you hit it?
It does. But it works.
It works. I hit it well, didn't I?
You did hit it well.
So that's going to be on a 99p auction. This, I think, is the second loudest driver in the world.
I've not heard this.
Have you not?
King Cobra.
Take that to range when you take that 1-iron to try. That ping iron.
Am I going to get looked at?
It's loud. It's the Cobra SZ. What spec did I get in? 9 degree. It's the SZ 430.
Stiff flex.
You might just buy these for a bit of fun, you know, just to wind your mates up. But again, it's when they hear that one, they'll be like, "What's that?"
Still sits well.
You can have some fun with some of these clubs. Ooh.
This is for a golfer.
This is for a golfer.
MP 69. Jesus.
Is it a 69?
MP 68?
68. Let's have a look. What is it? I thought my eyes were
terrible.
MP 68. It's a black nickel finish head, forged blade with a extra stiff Aldila prototype green shaft in it. That is going to be...
If you're a golf perv, this looks nice, doesn't it?
That's your Sunday bag free iron there. I think Daz Terry will be after that one.
That's nice.
That is up his street, that.
Is he a good golfer?
No, he's called Tin Cup.
He's definitely on the thin side.
No, he's an inconsistent golfer. He's either unbelievable or he's... in fact,
is he like me then?
He's been on channel. He's off 18, I think. Oh. He played to level par. Oh. So he can be unbelievable, yeah. Cleveland. This were a tour players, this.
Oh, which tour player? RTX3.
Chris Hansen's.
Oh, yeah.
So it's an RTX3.
58 degree with 6 degree of bounce with some stamping on it.
So lob wedge, 58 degree. Could use it as a sandwich as well. And it's got a KBS C-taper shaft in it. So that's a big, big spec.
It feels right nice.
C-taper light, extra stiff. 99p. We'll start that off at. I don't know why I'm saying that as though it's something new. They're all 99p.
I might bid on that one.
Reckon?
Don't you think it feels nice?
Well, it does, yeah. I mean, to be fair,
I don't know, there's something about how that feels.
You're right. That's one that I could rotate with my 60.
I mean, you'd expect if it come from a tour pro, you'd expect...
I'm trying to get rid of these clubs. Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of...
2 iron. Never heard of this. RAC?
It's an RAC. We're an unclaimed giveaway. And if Brody's watching, I'm going to... Whatever I get for this, you can have. One of our members give me this for a 2 iron. For a giveaway that the person didn't claim. So it's got to go. So I'll get...
It's nice.
It's in beautiful condition. It's a Rack OS 2 iron with an S300 shaft. 99p. I'm a bit worried some of these might go for nothing, you know. But that's what it is.
That's it.
That's what it is.
Bargain.
It's better in my pocket than taxman's.
Another Callaway Golf X3 wood 15 degree.
Stiff steel.
Not sure on shaft, it doesn't say much.
Possibly Uniflex. Let's have a look. I might be able to tell it.
It feels stiff.
Yeah, I think that stiff 'cause it's got the black label on it. Again, somebody that struggles a driver and just struggles in general. A steel shaft in a fairway wood. It's not very common anymore, but I do remember them being easier to keep straight.
Right.
Could be one to test. Anyway, we'll get that on there. We'll put more of a detailed description in. What else have we got?
R7, so another tailor-made wedge, sand wedge.
No idea where this has come from. It's an R7. Is it a draw or just standard? Draw.
Yeah.
R7 draw sand wedge. I don't know why you need a draw on a sand wedge, but...
Is that what it actually means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you slice your sand wedge? If
Might
you
be
do,
good for Kev Sainal.
this is what you need. We'll stick that in on a 99p.
Another bargain. Fly high. CLK Mizuno 17 degree.
I think this is one of the OGs of hybrids. Someone told me this was one of the first ever hybrids to be launched, and I could probably be wrong, but that's what he said.
Good
the
name.
Fly High 17 degree. I'm not selling it very well, am I?
No,
first ever hybrid to be launched. But it makes
nice.
sense because it's got a steel shaft in it.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Sometimes, you know, if you're a good iron player, you like a steel shaft in your driving iron, or you like your hybrid to give that consistency. Feeling more like an iron than a wood.
GS Tour 15 degree. No idea what make of this one.
Sonatec.
Never heard of them.
Have you not? When did you start playing golf?
When I was about 11.
Oh, well, this is an Open winning golf club.
Really?
This won the Open in about 2003, 2004. Sonatec were on market. They were a very, very premium brand, and a lot of tour players use their equipment, like unsponsored.
Yeah.
So they might be sponsored by Titleist and Ping, but you'd see them having a hybrid or a Fairwood in the bag because the components in this club are incredible. They were far ahead of the time. And performance-wise, this is more aimed at a good ball striker because it'll give you that low, strong, penetrating flight, low spin. In the day where clubs weren't made so good. I mean, that were ahead of its time. And no idea what happened to them. I think it would just probably matter of not great at marketing the product. They didn't go anywhere, but that is a stunner.
Looks nice, good condition.
I always keep an eye on what Sonatec clubs are out on eBay because I'm after one of them MDs, them hybrids.
I've not seen them.
Something to rotate.
Great big berth.
You might laugh at this one, but I can tell you now, if anybody's struggling with driver, this could do a job.
My first ever driver were one of these.
It's a very oversized freewood, so it's 15 degrees in loft, but it's the biggest headed freewood you're going to find. I think it'd be fantastic for teeing off with.
What is it? Looks like
it's a Hawkeye.
No, I mean loft-wise, it just says 3.
Well,
it looks like it's plenty of loft.
I had this club in my bag when I was a junior.
Regular.
For must have been 10 years. It's one of the most forgiving teeing off fairway woods you're ever going to find. People even sometimes go on eBay to find one of these.
I remember the driver.
And you'll not find one in that condition. It's a perler. We've got 3 more clubs to go through. Well,
4.
I'll put them in as a set, them 2 hybrids.
Adams 3.
Tight lies, it's a 3 strong. This
13 degree.
Let me show you the profile of that. You see how thin that is?
Yep.
And flat as well. In 2000 when I went to Open, there were a queue. You were nearly queuing from St Andrews to London to get to try one of these. It's so square and flat to the floor for anybody that struggles with fairway woods. Even I can launch that off deck. And look at that. It's not the most appealing looking club when you put it down, is it? But it's designed to sit very flush and square to the floor, so it's easy to pick up off deck. Is it a 13 degree, that one?
It says 13 degree.
So it's a very strong lofted one, probably for a good ball striker again.
I'd say so.
That's your Sunday bag club.
It's going to be a bullet.
I've got a feeling that's not going to fetch a great deal when it deserves to.
Doing these as a set.
Final item, guys, or final set is a 3 and a 4 hybrid matching 20 and 23 degree regular shafted Cobras. These have come from Mr. Tony Kelly. He's an absolute legend up at Huddersfield Golf Club. But we've just brought him into 2023 with some new clubs. Not new. I went on eBay and got him some good second-hand ones because he needs a bit more help, to be honest. We've got him a 9-wood and a 7-wood actually, because he prefers fairway woods over hybrids. But for anybody that's struggling with long irons, you've got a nice
plenty of face showing on them.
3 and 4 iron, not in great condition, but
not that bad.
But you're going to get a bargain, aren't you? I mean, you might get both of them for a tenner. Who knows?
Seen worse.
We'll see. So I'll stick some close-ups into them ones. Appreciate you sticking around to watch what we've got coming up on 99p auctions, and help me get rid of some of this stuff.
Stop buying things as well. That'll really help. I bet you've bought another putter before they're sold.
Well, I'm trying to save up for a lab putter.
Save up.
I am. They're like £450. I might speak to Scottsdale Golf. I think they sort of fit and supply them,
right, to
see if we can go up there and do a video. Hopefully that might entice them to do me a bit of a deal on one. But yeah, that's what I really am in the market for, a lab putter. Okay. So get in the comments if you've got a lab putter, guys, and how are you getting on with yours, because have you seen the revealer that they've got?
I've seen them. I've always liked the look of them, but yeah, I don't know. I've just changed mine, but you know.
If you've not heard of Lab Golf, just go and check them out and try and find the video. If you type Lab Golf Revealer in on YouTube, I'm sure something will pop up. It's a machine where they rock the putter in motion like a putting stroke, and they test it with different putters, and they show you, some of these putters that we're led to believe are face balanced, and they're not. and then they put theirs on there, and as they're rocking it, it just stays perfectly square throughout. So
What you want.
that's what I'm after, because I do like the idea of that. Because that's how I try and putt, is with a bit more of a straight back and through stroke. But it doesn't matter how your stroke is, it stays balanced to you. So anyway, I'm blabbing on that. I think it's time to tidy the kitchen up and start to watch a bit of Ryder Cup.
Looks like it.
Do you want a cuppa?
Why not?
Right guys, we're going to have a cuppa. I'm going to sit down and watch the Ryder Cup. On a final note, I'm going to say it. Who does Patrick Cantley think he is?
Hatless. Yeah, bizarre.
I mean, they must have some egos, these players, and I'd be saying this if it was a European. It's nothing to do with him being American, but I mean, he's not wearing a hat because he don't feel right.
It all sounds a bit bizarre, and then they're blaming it on the size
Put
of
your
the
hat
hat.
on.
Yeah.
Just, you're a team. You're part of a team. Just
But
conform.
because a lot of the rumours say they might be split. Who knows?
Well, his team's come out and said it's because it don't fit right.
Yep.
And I heard rumour that it was because he weren't getting paid. It's
Yeah.
just a load of nonsense, lottery. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to let that annoy me anymore. Just what really annoys me is how can somebody think they're too good to put a hat on, that the hat's not good enough for him to wear. It's like, come on. I mean, if he's buying it, but it's been given to him to wear as a team kit, just wear it. Anyway.
There might be more to it.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It'll help you get to see all the videos, and it'll help me get a bigger reach. And we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.